Dictatorship.
I like a Chuck dictatorship.
Yeah, and if it was, I said I would go to Congress, I'd line up every member of Congress, and I'd have Ron Paul, who I believe is probably the more honest ones there. I say, Ron, point out the honest and
I like
dishonest.
Ron Paul. He's nuts.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like him.
Yeah, no, all right, well, there you go.
He's nuts, but anyway, I'd chalk out every dishonest politician that's up there.
But are you of the philosophy, and I'll ask both of you, you don't think there's a dime's worth of difference between the two parties? You sort of make the case that there's too much Republican-Democrat.
I tell you, I'm very disappointed because we had a Republican majority in Congress, and they blew it.
Yeah.
And we had George W. Bush, and they could have made a strong, positive difference in our country.
You know, I've talked to Chuck Norris privately 2 years ago, a year ago, 5, 6 months ago, and I said, Chuck, look at their records, because he was still pushing this Republican line. And I said, look, they're there to control real conservatives. We're the real natural enemy, libertarians, conservatives, constitutionalists of the globalist. And so notice how they always give us lip service but sell us out. If you want to beat the New World Order, you've got to truly take over the Republican Party with a patriot movement, because the Democrats are globalist all the way. You've got to take over the Republican Party. You can't let these rhinos continue to control it. And he said, you're right, Alex. You're right. You're right. So Chuck is really starting to step it up and do the right thing. And he's got Hannity sitting there sniping at Ron Paul. And it's disgusting. Look, we know Anderson Cooper's for world government. We know Barack Obama is. They won't deny it. They're pushing it. Instead, the fake conservatives are there saying none of it exists. We're nuts because we'll read official UN treaties. No, we're not nuts. We're right, and you know it, and your cover's blown, you Benedict Arnolds. Second hour, straight ahead, your phone calls, and a lot more, and the flu news. It's key. Call everybody you know. Tell them tune in.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We are back live now into the second hour. Coming up in the next segment, we're going to continue with your phone calls. I'm going to get into the latest flu developments, and Obama supports treaty outlawing gun possession. Reuters reporting that they're going to go ahead and try to sign on to the treaty. Man, it's amazing. And they're about to bring immigration reform. The New York Times admits gleefully that means total illegal alien legalization. So that is coming up. Right now, let's go to David in New Jersey. David, you're on the air. Welcome.
I didn't hear it. Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Last Friday, I tried calling into your show, but I guess you had a repeat going?
Yes.
Well, anyway, I wanted to call in and tell you about the health care reform bill and the cap and trade bill. The health care reform bill is supposed to pass on Tuesday. I wish we could do more.
It's going to the full floor on the 17th. After Fox News told us over and over again that it was never going to pass the House and then never going to get out of committee in the Senate. Oh, lo and behold, it looks like it is. Did you see the show Wednesday or hear it when I played the Fox News clips where they bragged that they're for global warming tax?
Oh, yes, sir. At the beginning of the, I don't know if it was the third hour, I think. I don't know. But I actually took that show. I uploaded it to YouTube, but I got, like, no views. I got like less than 100 views, unfortunately. I made a thread on the Opposing Planet board. I got the moderator sane to sticky the thread, but with the I had to stop it. There was even one clip where it says, let's see, flashback, Obama stating he's against force insurance. Those were during the debates before he got elected as president. Actually, he wasn't elected, he was selected, but I know. By the way, the health care bill is more like a health care
takeover.
Sabotage bill. It just ruins everything.
It's just the private banks through government seizing more of our economy. I appreciate your call. Listen, we post the TV and radio show in higher quality to prisonplanet.tv for members, but then it also gets posted to the Alex Jones channel. And, you know, the average video gets 10,000 views in a week. But hundreds of other smaller channels may get thousands, may get hundreds, but a lot of you doing that together has a lot of power. So don't feel bad that you reached 100 people. Really, that's a great job. Let's go to Julio in Illinois. Go ahead.
Alex, how are you?
Good.
I just want to say thank you so much for all you have done. I've started listening to you since the summer. You've really inspired me. I go to school here at Western Illinois University in Macomb, Illinois. They're handing out free H1N1 nasal vaccinations and the regular injections. And
well, you know what the medical doctors say? They handed out the nasal first because the insert admits it actually spreads the real flu.
Right, and I read those inserts from the exact same pharmaceutical company that was distributing these nasal vaccines, and I was out at these clinics handing out the documents to people, and we had the university health doctors, handing out reports from the CDC, and one of their members was calling me a conspiracy theorist and pointing and laughing at me.
Now, see, that's key. That's key. Hold on just a minute, because that's what happens. They have the doctors out handing out fake myth sheets that say no mercury, can't cause Guillain-Barré, can't cause all these disorders, and then you have the actual insert from the vaccine company, and you're a conspiracy theorist. That's what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they do nationwide. So what did you say to them?
Well, I was telling them that was, very disrespectful, pointing at me and, laughing at me, telling me, harassing people, calling me a conspiracy theorist. And I told them, go to Infowars.com, watch, Endgame, watch the Obama, open your mind, educate yourself. Mainstream media is going to tell you about this information. And he kept on antagonizing me, calling me a nut job. And, continuously conspiracy. Everyone.
Yeah. Listen, hold on. I would have just ignored them and moved on to those that cared. They're being paid to go out and lie. They didn't want you reaching other people. Did you just ignore them?
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons